Well, I guess this is part 2 because part 1 got canceled when I switched it off. So my wife has been trying to reach me. She's been trying to reach me. She's been trying to reach me. And I answered her, but I guess she didn't get it. So let me finish up here. So where was I? Oh yeah. So I've always tried to walk in love and really walk out that walk of love, which, you know, is kind of hard to do at first, and then you get better at it. It gets easier and easier and easier. And I had a problem with this. He says, "Oh Lord, be pleased to deliver me. O Lord, make haste to help me. Let them be ashamed and brought to mutual confusion, who seek to destroy my life. Let them be driven backward and brought to dishonor, who wish me evil. Let them be confounded because of their shame, who say to me, aha. Let all those..." Okay, so he's saying, you know, destroy these people that are coming against me, and we're not supposed to do that. And I had a real problem with that, and I heard the Holy Spirit tell me. He said, for you're confessing this against the demonical spirits that are coming against you, working within those people. You know, I'm not condemning the people, but I'm going to take authority over those spirits. I want to put those spirits down. I want them to be brought to mutual confusion. All right, you know, because they're an organized group and activity that's coming against me. Okay, God can drive them backwards. He can bring them to dishonor who wish me evil. He can confound them. And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I get that. Okay, I can do that. See, you know, I don't want to condemn God's children. That's not my job. It's not my job. It's His job to deal with them. I don't want to speak against anybody or cause, or, you know, speak about them to be brought to shame and dishonor. I don't want to do that. That's not my job. Those are God's children. They're not my children. You know, it's not my job to correct the neighbor kids if they're messing up. I may send them home. I may call my neighbor and say, hey, you need to know that, you know, your kids are doing this. But it's not my job to spank them. It's not my job to discipline them. They're not my kids. You know, I'm responsible for my kids. Well, the people in the world are not my kids. They don't belong to me. It's not my job. You know, unless the Lord convicts me in my heart to you know, to chastise that person. But otherwise, I got to walk in love. So he finishes here with, let all those who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. Let such as love your salvation say continually, the Lord be magnified. I am poor and needy, yet the Lord thinks upon me. So he reiterates what he started with. The Lord thinks about us. He thinks about us all the time. We're important to Him. He says, you are my help and my deliverer. Do not delay, oh my God. And I actually wanted to get into the next part too, but I'm going to kind of cut it short today because, you know, sometimes I can be long-winded. And I know you guys have lives. And I'll just go on and start talking. And I don't have any stories today. Actually, I do. I always have a story, but I don't have anything I want to say because it's almost 11 o'clock and I was trying to get into the gym by 9, but I didn't do it. And it looks like my wife is trying to reach me, so I got to get her. It's my daughter's 18th birthday coming up. Wow. I remember when she was 4 and she was just so adorable. We used to do, remember Dancing with the Stars? When my daughter was like 6, Dancing with the Stars was really big. And she might have been 7, but I think she was right in that age. And she's a dancer. She loves to dance. I mean, she's a really good dancer. She loves to. So she would always ask me, Daddy, please watch Dancing with the Stars with me. And you know, it's one of those shows that wasn't horrible. You know, there wasn't anything bad in it. It was really about dancing, so it was okay. So yeah, I'll watch with you. So it would go to commercial break, and she'd stand up and go, "Come dance with me. Come dance with me. Hello." What am I going to say? No? Come dance with me. So she's got me up there doing all these dances. And She was so cute. She'd go, okay, now it's about to come back on. You know, the commercial's been on for a little while. You know, you can tell after a while that it's about to come back on. It's about to come back on. So let's do the final move. And she would go all the way across the living room and run at me and jump up, and like in the splits or something, I'd have to catch her and spin around and flip her over and put her down, and ta-da! We would do that. And she would do that every time that show came on, and every commercial she made me get up. And y'all know that as it gets to the end of the hour, you know, it's like not that many commercials in the beginning, but at the end it's like commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial. You know, they do a commercial, they come back on and maybe just do a little announcement, go back to another commercial. So we were, good times. But, you know, I remember, so here's the story. We were doing that one time, and I worked all day long, you know, worked all night long, and then I'm at home at night trying to relax, and she's got me up every 5 seconds dancing with her and doing all these flipping around and spinning her and stuff. And she wasn't happy unless I really spun her around too, you know. I'm having to do all this stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. So, fortunately, I did jujitsu, so I could spin around kind of confidently. And my wife looked at me, and I sat down. I was like, I think I may have had been like, you know, one of those things like, oh. And I sat down, and she looked at me. She goes, "Don't blink." And I go, "What?" She goes, "Look at your daughter." And I looked at her, and she was so cute. She's just so cute and little and adorable. And she goes, "Don't blink." And I go, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "She'll be 18 before you know it. Don't blink." And I thought, And the other day, we were talking about her being 18, and I remembered that. Man, it was so much fun. I love my daughter. She's so sweet. She turned out to be such a virtuous, wonderful little girl, a young woman. She loves the Lord. I don't know if I ever told you, but I think I did. I'll tell the story again. She worked all summer long, made like $2,600, and spent all her money to go do a mission trip in El Salvador. And came back home, and she told me, she said it was the best money she ever spent. She'd do it again. She'd do it again. She'd do it all over. She'd work all summer long and do it again just to go help those people. She built, they dug water wells. Man. Anyways, bless God. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm going into the gym. Bye.